SAP Career Journey, Part 3. Hi everyone, my name is Milos, SAP Logistics Solution Architect for Cortrust, and today we talk about Part 3 of the SAP Career Journey. You can see it's already night here, it's kind of late, it's the end of the day, but I had to post my daily video for you and hopefully share some insights into how can you have a great SAP career, what's the journey, what are the key steps, what are the key moments of time. So in the part one, we discussed the very first year. So when you're starting out, we said one of the things is be humble and go for the experience. Don't focus too much on the module you're doing. You need to learn a lot, so focus on that. In the second part, we talked about the second, third year. So basically how to make the most out of it, how to be in a position around the third year to make the jump and say, hey, I'm not just starting out. Actually, now I know stuff and I can be called an SAP consultant. I can be valuable in a project. I can alone do some of the activities and be self-sufficient, all right? So when the time comes, today we talk about it's the third year. The time comes, it's the moment of truth. So are you ready, and what are the key points of making that jump? Well, at the third year, the first message is, I know a lot of people, especially in India nowadays, it's very common to do outsourcing. So AMS activities are offshore, done in certain locations. India definitely is leading. There's other countries as well where the labor cost is cheaper. That's just what it is. And the AMS activities are definitely simpler, easier than project activities. So many companies offshore these activities so that they can have the best value for the money. And it's great to learn. So it's great if you're in your first year. But in the second, third year, you should start getting some project exposure because it's a bit more difficult, more challenging, and you get a better experience and better learning. So if on the end of the third year, you're still doing AMS, that's a clear sign that something is off. You should consider moving position, or if not possible, you should consider really changing something bigger, potentially the company you're working for, because you need some project opportunities to get that experience, understand the project cycles and the different phases, and you will be learning a lot by joining a project. So if you're still doing AMS at this point, it's kind of hard to move really to consultant, to call yourself a consultant. You're really an AMS person, you need some project experience, you need to find a way to get some, okay? That's one key message. The other thing is, if you reach the third year, you're moving into the fourth potentially, you get some project experience, it seems like you're doing well, but your company is not promoting you or not somehow officially recognizing it. So you're kind of stuck still with your old or more junior entry-level position in a way. Well, it's one of the two things. Either one, it's you. So it's really, did you do your very best? Are you on par or above your peers? Are you playing it low? Are you giving your very best? So look yourself in the mirror and have a good check. Did you do everything you could? And definitely talk with your manager, talk with your peers, talk with someone you trust who can tell you if you're ready or not to be called a consultant, if you can independently solve issues and work on projects. If yes, if the answer is yes at the end of the analysis, then it could potentially be something within your company. Sometimes companies want to keep certain amount of people on a certain level. So in that case, you should consider talking again to your manager and really stating what's your goal and seeing if it's aligned with the company's goal. And if it's not, again, you might consider a change. And during a change, if the company kept you down and you have the capabilities, the change is a great opportunity to make a jump, so to jump positions, to jump levels. So maybe you should consider that if indeed you checked in the mirror and you're ready. Last but not least, at this step, if you're doing well, if you're actually getting recognized and you're moving forward, and if you are one of the top performers, be aware that there might be a challenge or a risk and an opportunity as well. The company, your manager, might ask you to do more than what your role includes, what your role is supposed to be doing. So for example, if you're a consultant, you might be asked to lead a team. If you're a consultant, you might be asked to manage the whole solution design of a specific project, So you might be asked to do more complex activities just because you seem to be very good, you seem to be handling it. This is a double-edged sword. It's definitely a huge opportunity. You can learn a ton, but beware, because you must be supported by someone senior who can help you if things get tough, because it takes time to really become a senior solution architect. So if you're approaching the challenge and you want to say yes, make sure you get someone senior to support you when needed. It's very hard to do it alone. And be aware of this. If you're really a top performer, this is normally what happens. So be cautious and mindful when deciding what responsibilities to take or not. All right, so hope this was useful. We covered the step of moving to consultant. So what's the next one? Well, it is to move to senior consultant, and we'll talk more about the different branches now, because different opportunities open up. There's not only one career path. It's fairly straightforward from starting out as an SAP starter to moving to SAP consultant, but now things get a bit more tricky, so we'll see more in the next videos. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll definitely see you tomorrow for part 4. See you soon. Bye, everyone.